What's the first thought that comes to mind about Australia? In 1967, Prime Minister Harold Holt went for a swim in the ocean and accidentally drowned. Link in description. His body was never recovered. He just straight up disappeared. In his honor, 2 years later the local council named a swimming pool after him. Link in description. And another pool was named after him at an Australian military base in Vietnam. Link in description. That's about the most Australian thing I can think of. And when a mate goes missing on a night out or something, you say they did a Harold Holt. I'm Australian and I will never forget how tens of thousands of people petitioned to change our currency to the $. My question is, can I join it still? Fuck it. Let's start a new petition. Magpies. When I was a kid, it was koalas or roos. As a teen, it would have been snakes or spiders. But as an adult, magpies. Those are some territorial little suicide swooping bastards. The first rule in safety is look up. Not in fucking Australia. Do not look up. If you're getting swooped, you could seriously lose a nostril or an eye. Any Aussies care to back me up on this? Also, just run. Magpies are protected, and hurting one can land you in trouble with the cops. I'm an Aussie, and I had on magpie that had a burning hatred for me and used to wait for me every morning on the clothesline, so it could swoop me all the way to school. Don't you have the right to self-defense over there? The courts are in Big Magpie's pocket. Figures. She'll be right every last word of a true Aussie. That apparently we don't exist, and are all actors. SHHHHH. Smocko. I'm on Smocko, so leave me alone. Kangaroos. For non-Aussies, think of them like deer. They're big and annoying, and will fuck up your car if you hit one. Spiders. Spoilers. Spoilermat. Milo. That's the good shit. Saw a tradie down at Woolers yesterday arvo with no shirt on, and he was getting drilled into by a security guard for having no shirt on. Then some random bloke just comes up and gives him a shirt like here you go mate, and I guess that's pretty true blue. But how did you know it was a tradie if he wasn't wearing a Hivers shirt? His stubbers were covered in paint, and he had his Blundstones on. Lying in bed at 10 PM. I just want to sleep, but I can hear a fucking mosquito buzzing around my room, and anytime I turn the light on it disappears. It will either try to take my blood and become a smear on my cheek, or I will not be sleeping tonight. Put a fan blowing across you. They follow your breath trail down. If that isn't there they have trouble. That's solid advice. Happy cake day. They call /TC Akadaka. I listen to Akadaka when I eat at Macca's. Guna Fortune. P. Shaman 42 Wallaby Way Sydney. That's weird. It's spelled just like escape. Escape? That Clive Palmer is a fatty McFuckhead. What a dense Humpty Dumpty. How like nobody lives in the middle. My neighbor screaming fuck you. You're a dog cunt to whoever she's brought over every night. Love Queensland. Clearly she's into dog cunt if she keeps bringing more of them back every night. Steve Irwin. God, I miss him. I loved watching his show on Animal Planet when I was a kid. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I see you've played Niffy Spobony before. $900 reduce. For me it is the music. When they came out, Men at Work was my favorite band. INXit soon after. Crowded House, New Zealand and Australia members I know is still an all-timer for me. Midnight Oil was also a favorite of mine. Only been there twice, but many of my teachers and classmates growing up were Australian, so I'd have to say the accent and the humor. What goes on down under? I'm told that women blow and men chunder. You better run. You better take cover from those dang blowing women. Cunt. Yeah, a right cunt, mate. A cock and a frock on a rock. Priscilla forever. As an Australian, I'm thoroughly enjoying these responses. Hot Christmases. Americans and Europeans really need to try it sometime. I'm in northern Canada, and have a few friends in Oz. We always have a laugh over her kids in shorts/tanks and 25 deg point C and mine in now suits in -25 deg point C. Only 25 deg point C. Must not be from Queensland. Must not be anywhere north of Tassie. I'm in Vic and it still easily reaches 35 every year. Then again, I'm Australian. The Castle. In my opinion the best Australian movie ever. It's a vibe. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Not to mention psychedelic porn crumpets. Camels. I'm a key fan. r/quite interesting. And they had the astonishing fact that Australia has more wild camels than any other country in the world. Yeah. Australia's mostly desert. We imported thousands of Afghan camel drovers to ship goods to remote mining and farming districts. The camels got loose, and with no predators, prospered. Anyone want to buy a camel? Seriously, we export thousands to the Middle East each year for breeding.